Hey, what's up you guys? It's Meaghan. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be all about ways that I had used and continue to use in my everyday life on how to keep my mindset more positive. So I had talked about this a couple of times in a couple of different videos about how, last year was a really rough year for me. Years previous, ever since the last time I was really consistent on YouTube, it's been rough, girl. Your girl's been going through it. I feel like I've said this here on this channel at some point in my YouTube career of, I suffer from anxiety, depression, ADD, yada, yada, yada. But I'm also a very high functioning depressive person. So I tend to still go out with my friends, still go out and do things, still go to my job, but still have a lot of negative thoughts and things going on up here. Especially later last year, I kind of started isolating myself away from my friends. I started really just kind of changing the way that I was functioning myself. And it got to a point where I needed to just change the way that I was thinking, because the way that I was thinking was not really working for me, obviously. So I wanted to come on here and talk to you guys about things that helped me out genuinely, not just, oh, I went on a trip to Bora Bora and it cured my depression. Like, no, that's not a thing. And actually come on here and talk to you guys about ways that I personally use in my day-to-day life to help me stay at a more positive state of mind. So one of the first things that I really tried to work on when I was at my lowest point was trying to control the negative thoughts in my head. I know that probably seems a lot easier than it sounds, but it's really not. When you're so used to thinking a certain way and so used to thinking such a negative way, it's so easy just to have all these negative thoughts and have all these negative things said about yourself, So for me personally, I had to consciously go in and correct my negative ways of thinking. So I tried telling myself, well, how would you talk to one of your friends if this happened to them? I wouldn't be like, oh, you're stupid, you can't do that. I would say, it's fine, it's not a big deal. So why are we so hard on ourselves, Obviously, again, nobody's perfect. If some negative thoughts happen, it's normal. You're a normal human being. It's fine. But you try to catch yourself as much as you possibly can. Don't be so hard on yourself. Don't let your thoughts consume you. Don't let them run rampant, because they will. They will very easily go, whoo, and then it's not going to be good for anybody. So try to control your thoughts to the best of your abilities. Again, nobody's perfect. Everyone's going to have thoughts, but try to keep them, the ones that you can control, try. And the more that you do this, the more that I found, the easier it gets. So one of the next things that I really tried to focus on was to feel your feelings. I feel like a lot in this society or with your friends or whatever, everybody tries to be controlled. Everybody tries to be like, I'm fine. Like, I feel like that is the poster for society nowadays, is I'm fine. We are human beings. We are people. We have emotions. We have brain waves. We got a lot of things going on up here. So if something happens, if you have a bad day, it's okay to feel that. It's okay to be like, hey, listen, I had a bad day and that's it. Or if there's something traumatic that happened in your life, or if there's something going on at work, if there's something going on at school, don't suppress things. I can't say that enough. Feel your feelings, let them out. Find a healthy outlet for them. If you have to write about it, write about it. If you have to sit in your bedroom and have a whole ass conversation with yourself just to let it out, do that. If you have to call up a friend, do it. Your feelings are so valid, and the way you feel is valid, and nobody should invalidate your feelings. If you are feeling a certain way, that is okay. Don't let somebody else saying, well, that's stupid, you shouldn't feel that way, or you're overreacting. No, your feelings are valid. Something that might be a big deal to you may not seem like a big deal to somebody else, and that's what makes us different. That's what makes us human beings, and that's what makes us people. Feel your feelings. Let them out in a healthy way. So one of the other ways that helps me keep in a positive mindset is to find the positive in everything that you do. That's also another thing that's a lot easier said than done, especially if you're going to school and you hate it, if you work at a job and you hate it, or that there's a lot of things that you don't like about your life. One thing that I do for myself every single day is try to find something positive in every single thing that you do. For example, if there's a job that you don't like going to, or there's a job that you hate and that you feel like you get treated like trash, try to find the positive, whether that's seeing a coworker that you really like, eating a lunch that you really like, or drinking Starbucks is something that you like, or whatever it is, anything that you can do at your job, or even the slightest thing that can make you happy about that job. So for example, at my job, obviously, that is not my career path, the job that I do, but I look at it and I go, okay, but I can eat really good food when I'm there. I get to see one of my really close friends while I'm there. So those are things to me that I look forward to go there. And instead of sitting the night before I have to go and being like, I don't feel like going to work, I don't feel like doing this, I don't feel like doing that, I don't feel like wasting 8 hours of my life there, blah, blah, blah. Instead of sitting on that, think about, okay, well, I'm excited to see my friends. I'm excited to eat good food. I'm excited for a little snack that I'm going to get for myself tomorrow. Things like that. Don't focus on the negative. Focus on the positive. And if there's not something positive, make something positive. Do something that makes you happy, even in the things that you hate the most. And that has been something that, in my eyes, has really helped me. Because if you're going to have to do it anyway, why bother thinking about how much you don't want to do it? It's not going to change the fact you have to do it. So might as well try to put something positive in something that you don't necessarily like. So I feel like this kind of leads me into my next point, which is watch what you say. So again, like me the night before, I would be saying, I don't want to go to work. I don't feel like going to work tomorrow, or I don't feel like going to school tomorrow. Whatever it is, be more careful about what you say. Or if you're saying, I am broke, I am tired, whatever it is, be more mindful about the things that you say. Because your brain saying that is you confirming that that is what you are. For me, I always used to make fat jokes about myself. I always used to say how broke I am and all these things. And lately, like even me just saying like I am broke, I don't like that. Like I don't even want to say that. I feel like I'm putting that out there in the universe for them to be like, okay, girl, you want to be broke? I'm going to make you broke. I've been more careful about the things that I'm saying because I feel like that's reassuring to the universe. Like, hey, this is what I am. And I don't want to be broke. So I don't want to confirm that to the universe that, hey, I'm broke, I'm fat, I'm this, because obviously I'm trying to change those things. I just have been really careful about talking bad about myself and, you know, especially out loud, even in a joking way. Obviously you can still poke fun at yourself because who doesn't? But there's still a point if you're saying things and your brain actually believes them, then it ain't a joke, boo. So anything with the words I am, I'm very careful about what I put after that. So if I put I am something, I'll be like, no, I am fantastic. I am awesome. I am a rich bitch. I'm just waiting for the bank account to catch up. You'll notice when you say I'm and then a negative thing tends to come out a lot easier. But for you to actually sit down and say, I am beautiful, I am healthy, those tend to make, I mean, especially me when I first started this whole thing, I was very uncomfortable. It made me so uncomfortable to say things like that about myself, which in a way kind of reaffirms to me that me saying something positive can have that kind of effect. What kind of effects do saying negative things have that I've pretty much normalized about myself? So for me, I'm very careful about not saying anything negative about myself, even to myself, about myself, to other people. I've been very careful about that. The first step to making yourself feel better about it, you have to be able to speak about it. You have to be able to think it. So if you're constantly putting yourself down, even as a joke, what is that doing for you? I'm also, again, I believe in the universe. I'm like putting that out there. Listen, universe, I don't want to be broke. I don't want to be all these things. So why am I constantly reaffirming that this is who I am? It's not. Like, it makes me feel like kind of how it made me feel originally about saying positive things. Kind of makes me feel uncomfortable. I'm like, ooh, I really shouldn't be saying that. So I would say the last thing that I've really been trying to focus on has been think about the future, but live in the moment. That was probably the biggest thing, like the biggest realization that I had was that I didn't really see a future for myself, which sounds really dark in a way that I'm not trying to make it sound. I never really saw myself getting my own apartment. I never really saw myself achieving the goals that I wanted to achieve, whether that was hitting 100,000 subscribers here on YouTube or doing anything that I wanted to do in life. Like, I wanted to move out of my parents' house so bad, and I never looked at apartments. Obviously, I subconsciously did not believe that I had any potential to move out of my parents' house because I didn't even look at apartments. And that to me was like book because I was like, well, if I really want to achieve these things, how can I sit here and not actually think about the end result? If you want to go to a certain college and you're like, oh, I want to go to, I don't know, Harvard, for example. If I want to go to Harvard so bad, I want to go, but, I'll never get the grades to get in. And let's say you don't even apply. You're selling yourself short. And it's that kind of thing of like, well, I want to do this, and then you don't actually see it happening, so you just don't even bother. That was pretty much the main theme, is that I never saw myself accomplishing any of my goals that I had set for myself. Like I was like, yeah, it'd be really cool to hit 1 million subscribers or whatever it is, or it'd be really cool to move into the city or whatever it is. I never saw myself actually achieving those goals. So I never actually put the footwork in. I never actually got off my ass to go make some changes in my life. I never really did any of that. So now whenever I post a video, whenever I do something, I'm not so focused on the detail of things. I'm more so focused on like the bigger picture, because that was one thing that I always had the problem with, was being stuck in the now of, well, I don't have money. I still live at home. I am single. I am this. I am that. Again, the negatives of I am tying into my last point. And I felt, well, how am I going to move out when I have a minimum wage job? How am I going to do that? So then I just fell back and I was just like, whatever, and went through life being miserable because I felt like I was never going to actually achieve the goals that I wanted. I just always focus on my goals now and visualize it, write about it, scripting, manifesting, write about your dreams, write about your goals as if you already achieved them, because it gets you excited. And I have to say, since I've been doing that, here we are. I'm being consistent on YouTube because I'm excited about it. I'm posting content that I've been wanting to post for so long, and I'm proud of it. I'm excited about it. I feel like myself. I feel like the best version of myself in a very long time. Honestly, I saved that one for last because that is the number one thing that I have done in my life that has changed my life dramatically. You have to just focus on the end result, not about the journey. Let life, the universe, or whatever you believe in, let life happen. Let life work out the way it's supposed to. I always say, look at old friendships, look at old relationships, look at all that stuff. You wouldn't be the person you are today without those things. No matter how terrible those breakups may have been, no matter how terrible those friends have been, you have learned something and you're here today, and there's something about you that has grown better because of those life experiences. So don't sell yourself short and trust the process, okay? Like I said, think about your goals. Get excited about your goals. Set new ones every single day. Like, get yourself excited to achieve the things that you want to achieve in life, because that, to me, girl, that was a game changer for me. Once I started envisioning, like, oh my God, I can have that. And then you get excited and you start to get like little flutter feelings in your stomach and you're like, oh my God, I can do that. Oh my God, that's so cool. That is what really kickstarted me making changes and just really getting heavily involved. And again, throughout all these things I just talked about, I want to say one thing. It is not going to happen overnight, okay? It takes work. Wake up every day, set the intention for the day. I am going to have a good day. I say that every single morning now that I wake up. So without me rambling on, because this video already is going to be 800 years long, but I really wanted to make this video for you guys because, even talking to my friends, talking to like people that are close to me, I love talking about this stuff because it's something that like I feel like I can share some knowledge and things that helped me out. And I'm like proud of who I am and who I've slowly become over the last couple of months. So I hope that these tips will help you guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that this will help somebody out there feel a little bit better because it's helped me out tremendously and I wanted to share this information with you guys. That is pretty much it. I think I'm done babbling now. I think we can move on. I think we can go on to more positive things in life. Leave a comment down below. Let me know your guys' thoughts on this video, or if you want more videos like this, or if you want more videos more in depth about the things I talked about. Make sure you guys give this video a like if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more videos like this. And make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the notification so that way you guys are notified whenever I post a new video. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.